Hello, my friends, and welcome to the 7th class in our grammar course, into which, my friends, we are going to carry on explaining the cultural, psychological, and contextual differences and diminutions of the tenses so that we can learn how to use them in our writing or speaking precisely and appropriately. And here, my friends, today we are going to talk about the differences between past simple and present perfect. So pull your socks up and get ready. We are going to start. In here, my friends, I will start with past simple. Generally, this tense is used or describes a statement or an action that happened in the past, finished in the past, has no results now, and its situation is changed now. Let's explain these four items with examples. In here we say Sarah was sick yesterday. Sarah was sick yesterday means in the past, which is yesterday, Sarah had a condition into which she was sick. But now she is fine because this condition or this situation started yesterday and finished yesterday, and it doesn't have any results now. And the situation is not as it was in the past. So Sarah was sick yesterday means that Sarah is fine and healthy today. On the other hand, my friends, if we want to use the present perfect, we say that this tense describes a statement or an action that happened or started in the past, finished or not finished in the past. Some actions finished, some actions didn't finish. Let's say not finished yet in the past, has obvious results now, and its situation is still the same. Quite opposite to past simple. Let's discuss these examples. We say Sarah was sick yesterday. As we said, Sarah is fine today. But if I say Sarah has been sick since yesterday, means that this statement, which is sickness, started with Sarah yesterday, and till now Sarah is sick. So, as an English speaker, let's suppose I am Sarah. I come to work and I come happily with a lot of energy. My boss waylays me, stops me, and tells me, "You didn't come to work, Sarah, yesterday. Why? What happened to you?" I said, "Well, I was sick yesterday. I'm sorry, I couldn't call you because I was sick." So this is acceptable as I use the past simple. But if I come to work and I tell my boss, and now I am energetic, and I tell him, "I'm sorry, I have been sick since yesterday," this is either a lie or something called misusing the language. Because if I say I have been sick since yesterday, means now I am sick, but I am energetic now. So if I still sick till today, I use Sarah has been sick yesterday. I have been sick since yesterday. Why are you crying? This is the second example. Why are you crying? I see someone crying and I ask him or her, "Why are you crying? You were happy a few minutes ago." So the situation here of happiness happened in the past and finished in the past and has no results now. I cannot see the results of happiness. I see only a situation changed. A person was happy and now he or she is crying. So I say, "You were happy a few minutes ago." Well, here, on the other hand, I say, "You have been nervous since you talked to Sarah. Is everything okay?" Maybe my friend talked to Sarah 3 hours ago, and I have been observing my friend, and I look at him and he's nervous, and I tell him, "You have been nervous since you talked to Sarah." So from that point in the past, he talked to Sarah, till now, my friend is nervous. So it happened here the statement or the situation started in the past and is still till now going on. It has results and it is not finished. The third example here, I lived in Istanbul in 2015. This means that in 2015 I was in Istanbul. I lived in Istanbul. But generally, now I am not in Istanbul. This is 2025 and I am not in Istanbul. I'm talking about an experience that happened in the past in 2015, finished in the past in 2015, has no results now. I am in another place and the situation is not the same now. It is changed. So I am in another place. While if I say I have lived in Istanbul since 2015, means that the beginning of this action, me living in Istanbul, started in 2015, started in the past. That's why we say happened in the past. The verb could happen and finish in the past, but still its result ongoing. But here, my friends, the action started and it's still now going on. I have lived in Istanbul since 2015, so I have been in Istanbul from that time till now. And we say I worked in this company 2 years ago. We are now in 2025. I say in 2023, I worked in this company. I used to work, but now I am not working there. I am working in another place. That's why I say I worked in this company. But if I still working in the company from 2023 till now, I say I have worked in this company for 2 years, which means this action here started in the past, not finished till now. Its obvious has results. I am in the company now. And the situation is still the same. I am in the same place. Now, my friends, let's talk about the form. We have here, Sarah broke the window. This is affirmative sentence. We use V2. As you know, verb 2 has regular and irregular verbs. We're going to discuss this piece of grammar later, but I'm just going through it quickly. I'll mention it briefly. Sarah didn't break. Did Sarah break? While in the present perfect, we always use the third form of the verb. We say Sarah has broken the window. Sarah has not broken the window. And has Sarah broken the window? Generally, he, she, it for the subject takes has, while the other pronouns take have, as you see here. I would like to give a final example before I move to the next point. If one of my students comes to me and tells me, teacher, join me and my friends, we are having lunch now. Well, if I want to join them, I tell them, you know what? I ate in the morning, but you know what? I can eat. If I say I ate, means this happened in the past and finished in the past and has no results now. So the situation changed. I ate in the past means I was full. I didn't need food. But now the situation changed. I am hungry. But if I don't want to eat with them, I tell them, you know what? I have eaten, for example, and then here I say, I am not hungry now. I have eaten means this verb or this action happened in the past and also finished in the past. The action of eating, for example, I have eaten in my house. I say, this action happened in the past, finished in the past, but my friends, it has obviously results now, which is I am not hungry. The results that I have eaten, that my stomach is full, and the situation is still the same. I am full till now. Now, my friends, let's move to explain the second difference in here. And now, my friends, let's discuss the difference between past simple and present perfect from another angle. We have here specific time. We use past simple when we are sure about the timing, when the action happened and finished. For example, I say, I met Sarah at 7 p.m. last night. Generally, when the timing is important for us, when I would like to show the other side that I know exactly when the action happened, or this person, the other side, is, let's say, interested in knowing when the action happened precisely and exactly, I use past simple. I say, I met Sarah at 7 p.m. last night. We visited London last October. But when the timing is not important, when the time of action when this action happened is not important, or, for example, irrelevant, I use present perfect. I say, I have met Sarah. I don't know and I don't remember when. We have been to London once, but which time, I don't know. So in here, the action happened in the past and finished in the past. It could, here, my friends, happen any time, but the timing is not important. Then we use past simple with used to. Used to, my friends, is kind of a grammatical pattern, which means in the past, I always did something, but now I am not doing it anymore. For example, I say, Sarah doesn't respect me now. She used to talk to me with higher manners. She used to talk to me with higher manners means in the past she respected me, but now she doesn't anymore. Say, I don't like cigarettes, although I used to smoke. Now I don't like cigarettes. I don't like smoking. But in the past I used to smoke, which means in the past I smoked, but now I don't smoke at all. Generally, my friends, also we use the present perfect to say how many times I have done something in my life. And the pattern here is, this is the first, second, third time. I, he, she, it, we, you, they, Sarah has done, Jack has done, we have done something. For example, here, this is the third time in my life I have seen an elephant. Or this is the third time I have seen an elephant in my life. Another example here is a conversation between two people. The first one, they're both in the car. The first one tells the driver, be careful, we don't want to die in a car accident, because the driver is driving fast. So the driver replies to the speaker, don't worry, this is not the first time I have driven this fast. For example, I see one of my friends, I tell him, this is the first time I have seen an elephant in my life. Or I would like to mock this friend, I say, this is the first time in my life I have met a stupid person like you. And the last use here, my friends, with superlative adjectives. Generally, we say, for example, Sarah is the most beautiful lady I have ever met. It's like I have met a lot of ladies in my life, but Sarah is the best. I say, this is the best cheesecake I have ever eaten. So it's kind of superlative adjective. There is the last difference between past simple and present perfect, my friends, and I think this difference is very important and should be discussed thoroughly, is the period into which the action is possible to happen. And here, my friends, if the action is impossible to be repeated, the action cannot be repeated. It's impossible for the action to be repeated because its time or its period is finished. For example, I say Mozart composed 300 pieces of music. We all know that Mozart at least died 200 or 300 years ago. So we all know that it is impossible for Mozart to come back to life to compose more pieces of music. So Mozart composed 300 pieces of music, and it's impossible to be 300 and one because the man died a long time ago or even a short time ago, it's okay. The point here, my friends, is that this action cannot be repeated because the possibility of it has become zero due to its period being finished. While if the action still has possibility to be repeated because its period hasn't finished yet, we use present perfect. So Mozart composed 300 pieces of music means Mozart lived and died and he cannot compose more. But in here I say, on the other hand, my friends, my uncle is a musician. He is 32 years old, means that he is alive. He has composed 125 pieces of music so far, which means that he is able to compose that 126th, 127th piece of music because he is still alive. His life hasn't finished yet. He still has time, and the possibility the possibility is still high. I taught 4 classes today, and I have taught 4 classes today. If I say I taught 4 classes today, this means for me the day is finished. Maybe now it's 3 p.m., maybe it's 4 p.m., maybe it's 1 p.m. The point is that here I taught 4 classes today means I will not teach more classes and the day is finished for me. But if I say I have taught 4 classes today, that means from the beginning of this day till now I have given 4 classes and I am preparing myself to give the 5th or the 6th or the 7th one because the day for me hasn't finished yet and I still have time to give more classes. Did you see Sarah this morning? Did you see Sarah this morning? Have you seen Sarah this morning? If I say, did you see Sarah this morning? This means the morning is finished. And I am asking you about something happened in the past and finished in the past and its period finished. So now we are in the afternoon, we are in the evening, we are not in the morning. I'm asking you about a period of time that happened and finished. While if I say, have you seen Sarah this morning? We are still in the morning and we have still the possibility to see Sarah. For example, if I ask this question, we are, for example, 1 p.m., 2 p.m., 3 p.m. But in here, we are now at, for example, 9 a.m., 10 a.m. We still have time for the morning to be finished. We are still in the morning, and here we are not in the morning. We are after the morning, afternoon, or any time else at night, for example. Did Jack come to work this week? Has Jack or has Sarah come to work this week? If the week is finished and I am asking, for example, today is a Friday, as you know, Friday is the last day of the weekdays, the last day we come to work. Generally, Saturday and Sunday are weekend days, and we don't go to work. So I am now at the last hour of a Friday, and I say, did Jack come to work this week? I mean that the week is over, and I am asking about whether Jack came in the week which has finished or not. While if I say, has Sarah come to work or has Jack come to work this week? For example, we are in Tuesday, we are in Thursday, we are in Friday morning, which means the morning or which means the week hasn't finished yet. And there is still possibility for Sarah or Jack to come. Here they don't have possibility because the week finished, and here we are in the middle or at the end of the week, but we still have a couple of days or a couple of hours. That's it for today, my friends. I hope you enjoyed this class and you understood the contextual, psychological, and let's say cultural backgrounds and differences between past simple and present perfect. If you don't understand the point, repeat this video again, and I recommend every student to repeat at least 2 or 3 times, then play some Kahoot games, which are going to be given to you in the description box. Get in touch with me if you have any questions. Good luck, my friends, and goodbye.